What's up, guys? It's Hot Wheels Tournaments, and today we're here with something a little different. In honor of Cars 3 coming out tomorrow, or today, I guess, when this video will be posted, we are doing some Mattel Cars racing today. Now, I am a huge Cars fan. I grew up with Cars. I was 4 when the first one came out. I was around 10 when the second one came out, so I'm a huge Cars fan, so I'm super excited to get the diecast cars on the track and racing. Now, I have not seen the movie yet, but I do know the premise is all the cars in the current Piston Cup circuit are being replaced by brand new racers who are faster and stronger. So each race is set up to have an old car go against one of the newer cars. So obviously we have the main character, Lightning McQueen, going up against his biggest rival in the movie, Jackson Storm. We have Tim Treadless, a new generation car, going up against Chip Gearings. Brick Yardley, who in the movie will actually get replaced by a new number 24 car, voiced by NASCAR driver Chase Elliott, who's also a young hotshot driver, will face off against Murray Clutchburn. Danny Suarez, who is a car based off NASCAR driver Daniel Suarez, will face off against Bobby Swift. Now, in the movie, Bobby Swift, the number 19 Octane Gain car, actually gets replaced by Danny Suarez halfway through the season in the beginning of the takeover. So we'll probably see him in the beginning of the movie, if I'm going to guess. So if you're a NASCAR fan, look for Daniel Suarez at some point. Then we have Dynaco Cruz Ramirez, who I assume is going to race at the Piston Cup at some point, taking on Cal Weathers, the King's son, I believe. The King's real name in cars is Strip Weathers, so I'd assume Cal Weathers is his son. But he's taking on Dynaco Ramirez, who I assume will take over for him because they both have the Dynaco sponsor. So there's your matchups. Let's get to opening these cars. Here's a look at today's track. We got a wide track, and it's a simple downhill to the finish line as we race for the Piston Cup, at least the diecast Piston Cup, and see what the fastest diecast car is. We're at the Motor Speedway of the South, which is home to the final race in the Piston Cup in the original cars race before they go to California for the playoff. We got 10 cars battling. Who's gonna win the Piston Cup? Our first race here at the Piston Cup features a couple of older generation cars. We have Chip Gearings in the number 11 Combustor car, and we have Murray Clutchburn in the number 92 Spotter Stock car. All right, here we go. Who's going to advance to round 2 of the Piston Cup? 3, 2, 1. We're off. Gearings puts them both into the wall, and the caution is out. We will re-race. Gearings had a slight problem there, so we've switched sides, and we'll race again. 3, 2, 1, go! Gearings into the wall again, and Murray Clutchburn takes the easy win. Now we have an older generation car in Brick Yardley in the 24 Vital Lean car, taking on Tim Treadless in the 28 Nitroade car. Here we go. Who's going to make it to round 2? 3, 2, 1. Yardley into the wall, and it's the new generation car moving on. Now we have 2 number 19 Octane Gain cars going at it. Bobby Swift is supposed to be replaced by new hotshot driver Danny Suarez. Is he really faster? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go. We're off. And it's neck and neck. We're going to have to go to replay. So, in a scene straight out of the original Cars movie, we have a tie at the Piston Cup. However, this one's in the first round. They didn't have rounds, of course, in the Piston Cup because they had lap tracks and stuff. But both cars tied. Now, since this is the first round, we're going to go ahead and advance both cars to the second round where they will duke it out later. So, Danny Suarez and Bobby Swift both win their race, I guess you could say. Now we've got the Dynaco cars going at it. We got Cal Weathers, the son of the legend, the king, taking on Dynaco, Cruz Ramirez. Cruz, of course, Lightning McQueen's mentor. However, she's decked out and ready to go in the Piston Cup here. Who's going to win it? Which Dynaco car will take it home? 3, 2, 1. We're off. Cruz with the early lead. Oh! Cruz goes for a tumble, but Cal Weathers spins out as well. Dynaco cars struggling there in the first race. We'll re-race it here to see who our winner will be. We're off. Cruz once again with the early lead, and this time she cruises to victory. Ponzio, put a like down below for Cruz cruising to victory. I thought it was pretty punny. Please drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Anyways, the 51 is headed to round 2. Now we've got everybody's favorite car in Lightning McQueen taking on Jackson Storm. No new car has lost to an old car yet. Can Lightning flip that trend? He faces his greatest competition yet. He's beaten Chick Hicks. He's beaten Francesco. But can he beat Jackson Storm? 3, 2, 1. Lightning turns into Storm, and he puts him in the wall, but flips himself. A bad crash for Lightning, just like we see in Cars 3. Holy crap, we're going to have to re-race. Lightning and Storm, obviously a rivalry. You saw Lightning try and take out Jackson Storm there. We flip sides for this race. Who's going to win it? 3, 2, 1. Storm gets the jump, Lightning's in the wall, and Storm will get the victory. Rough outing for the older generational cars. For our eliminated 2 advance. Jackson Storm beat Lightning McQueen, but don't worry, we still got Cruz Ramirez there to try and avenge her trainee's loss. Can Cruz become the master and defeat Storm? Rory Clutchburn is now on to face Danny Suarez, who tied Bobby Swift in his first race. Can Danny Suarez put another old car in the elimination line? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. And it's Danny Suarez taking the win from Clutchburn. Cruz Ramirez takes on Tim Treadless. The first time 2 new generation cars face off. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Cruz has the lead. Treadless, ironically, looks like he got into the wall and blew a tire or something. Cruz is headed to the final. Jackson Storm takes on Bobby Swift. Bobby Swift is the lone old generation car remaining. Can Jackson Storm take him out? 3, 2, 1. He's got the early lead. He'll hold on and defeat Bobby Swift. Here it is. Your final race. Who's going to win the Piston Cup? It's the new generation cars dominating it. Will it be Cruz Ramirez, Lightning's mentor? Or will it be the man who took down Lightning, his arch rival Jackson Storm? Or Danny Suarez, because we had to have 3 cars in the final, because that's how it worked out. But I mean, seriously, we're all here to see Cruz Ramirez versus Jackson Storm. The greatest race yet. The 19, the 51, and the 20 are lined up. It's the final race at the Motor Speedway of the South. Who's going to win the diecast Piston Cup? On your marks, get set, go! Storm with their lead. There's contact between Cruz and Storm. None of them finish. We go to yellow. Competition is fierce. They wrecked each other before they could get to the finish line earlier. Can Cruz bring home the victory? Or will it be Jackson Storm or Danny Suarez? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're off again. It's neck and neck. Storm, Cruz, bang! Against each other to the finish line. But in the end, Jackson Storm edges out Cruz Ramirez for the Piston Cup. Jackson Storm proves he really is the fastest car to ever exist. Unfortunately, I know we were all rooting for Lightning McQueen and Cruz Ramirez here. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Cars Racing series. If so, I might start racing more Cars diecast in the future. So make sure to comment down below what you thought. That's all for now. Peace.